Don't make any sense.
Is it recording? I mean, you should hit what button
Okay.
again?
It's like glitching. All right, I think we are a go. Okay, we're a go. This is Dr. Beckles. Let me turn the volume up here. Okay. I don't know what's happening. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me out there. Just a little glitch going on here. Okay. But I'm going to finish up left off before. All right. Dealing. All right. Now, I left off in Deuteronomy. Okay. Deuteronomy chapter 28. And these prophecies continue beginning with the conquest. Now, these are the latter day prophecies. Also described in the Old Testament. Starting with the conquest of the Romans, which lasted for hundreds of years until the Moors took control of Jerusalem, and they were subsequently overthrown by the Europeans. Right? During the time of the Crusades. Right? And this is where people, degenerates like Christopher Columbus, come into history and all of that. In which white Europeans eventually gained control over the world and reshaped history by reinstituting slavery, originally conceived by black civilizations, with the sole purpose of developing racism and targeting the black Hebrews, who many of them, not all of them, escaped Roman persecution back in 70. The ones who didn't escape became your gladiators. All right? And they fled into Africa. White Europeans carried on the legacy of the Roman Empire, using imperialism and brutal conquest to make sure that black people would never rule the world again. Their greatest fears were the mighty heritage of the Hebrews. And we are descendants. Excuse me a minute. Lower the bit. All right. Sorry about the interruption. They sought help from the Africans, as they did many times before, to assist them in enslaving the Hebrews. These Hebrews were our ancestors. Okay? Not these white Khazars that are in that Israeli nation. All right? Those are imposters. The real Hebrews are black. And the main target of the Atlantic slave trade was the tribe of Judah. But it didn't stop there. White Europeans eventually enslaved all the children from the house of Israel, from all 12 tribes. And they scattered them to the four corners of the earth. This is the truth that they don't want people to know about. All right? With the ultimate downfall of the Hebrews through slavery, paved the way for the white Europeans to steal their identities, their records, their heritage, and their Bible scriptures, and tamper with them. That's why we got all these different versions. Okay? But the most authentic source, which backs up everything I'm saying, is in the King James Version Bible. All right? You got to get the 16 King James Version Bible. All right? Let me read on, because this is important here. All right? Eventually, white Europeans named Khazars, who were in Europe, in the area where Russia is, assumed the identity of the Israelites. And after World War II, with the help from America and its European allies, they formed their own Israeli nation, which was prophesied. Okay? I did not them forming a nation about who these satanic, evil people are, is prophesied in the Bible. In the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. Listen to this. I know thy works and thy tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blaspheme of them which say they are Jews, and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Yeshua, who the world calls Jesus Christ, prophesied that the Gentiles, white people, would trample down Jerusalem and remain in control of that land until he returns to save his people, the true Israelites. Yes, Negroes and African Americans. This is our true history, not what they keep lying about in the American history books. Don't you think it's weird? They always start out with our history with slavery, with the transatlantic slave trade. They never go beyond that. Why? Why, do you ask? I'll tell you why. Because they don't want you to know that you are the children of Israel. That's what we are, the children of Israel. The people in the nation of Israel today are not Jews. They are Gentiles. A fact documented by numerous sources, including authors like Arthur Kessler, his book, The 13th Tribe, and Shalomo, I may be pronouncing that wrong, but Shalomo Sand, and his book, The Invention of the Jewish People. And then you got another book that's on Amazon called, and I wrote it down here, Esau, Edom. All right, it's on Amazon. And these are white people who are coming out with the truth, not just black people in this Israelite Hebrew movement. People want to call them lunatics, and I agree, some of their organizations are kind of like cults or whatnot, but it doesn't change the fact that what they're saying is true. Okay? And it's backed up in Scripture. You have to read the Bible for yourself. It is backed up in Scripture. Every word of it. King James Version Bible. Read it for yourself. And I'll cite Bible verses, but I don't have much time. Okay? Many so-called Jews themselves admit to stealing the identities. These are white Jews now. Okay? Stealing the identities of the Israelites, and admit that the real descendants of the ancient Israelites are the so-called Negroes. And according to genetic science, it has been revealed that Negroes are not African. All right? You can check this out for yourself. Read Zondervan Dictionary, okay? And many documentaries that are published on BBC television, okay? Documentaries. You don't get that much on the History Channel. And they don't hardly show any of this here in America. But people outside of this country know the truth. And they're putting it out there. All right? So they can't cover up the truth. All right? All right, so these Hebrews that's what we are. We're not Negroes. We're not African Americans. We are biologically Semitic Hebrews. Plus these facts substantiated in ancient maps, documenting places in Africa where these white Europeans kidnapped slaves for hundreds of years that belonged to the tribe of Judah. Okay? On the maps, you can clearly see, like, if you Google it and look up, what's the name of it? Let's see. Negro Land. Okay? Do this quick before they delete it and take this stuff off. Negro Land. Map of Negro Land. And you can see the name Judah in the same area of Western Africa where they took the slaves for the transatlantic period. Okay? They clearly documented it.